Hi, David. This is what I would do. I would create all of your count offs as presets. And the easiest way to do that is to start off with whatever it is. So maybe a 2 bar loop as a count or whatever you want it to be. And then I'd save this as it's part of the plan. And then I'd go ahead and, well, set the tempo to whatever it is, hit done, and then save changes. And then I'd save this as when it all, and save that. And again, make sure that you put the tempo in here, save changes. Then actually you could probably go and set the tempo for the next song and save as how can you say, save that so you don't have to save it as often. And then theoretically in the presets library you've got those songs with their tempos. If you want to calculate setlist times, if you know the length of this song, you can go actions, edit features, and call it a song and set the length of the song. And that way, let's do this for this as well. Actions, edit features, make it a song, set the length for that song. And that way, when you're adding these to a playlist, it totals the time. So let's say you wanted to add these to a playlist, you can then click this button up here, select this, and you'll see 6 minutes, 3 seconds, select this one, 11 minutes. So that's telling you how long the set list will be. Then I'll choose this one. And then I'll go to actions and add presets to playlist. And I would call this the Vault gig and go add to new playlist. So now you've got a playlist with those songs from your presets. I would set the playlist controls here by tapping on it to auto advance. And you want to make sure that these are all set to, well, if you want it to play the click for the whole thing, you can set it to loop. But here what will happen is you'll tap play and it'll play your 2 reps of it, and then it'll move on to the next one. So all you got to do is reach down and hit play to get your count off for the next song. So that's how I use it within the band. So I'd add all your songs to the playlist like this. And if you want a click to play for the whole song, you can just tap on the gear icon and choose repeats and tap here and choose loop. So now for this one, you've got a click that will just play until you hit stop, so you can play along to the click if you want. So basically, yeah, that's how I would do it. And then basically you've now got a set list saved. If you want to print this, you can tap on the playlist name and choose PDF of playlist. And that will allow you to print a nice looking set list. And then if you go into the playlist manager up here, you have that gig. So if you were doing another gig that was a similar thing, similar set list, you can then tap on actions, duplicate playlist, and then we can rename this to, I don't know, another blues garage gig. And then you could load this. And maybe on that gig you want to change the order, so you can click on the pencil icon and change the order. And maybe you don't want to play this song, so you can tap on it and delete it. So now you've got a different set list for the Blues Garage gig. And in the playlist manager, you can actually add tags to these as well. So you can select those, go to actions, manage tags, add and edit tags. So we can add a tag for the band name. What's the band called? I don't know, Dave's Band. So then in here, you can filter by tag, and you can just view all of the set list for that band. So back on the presets page, I would select the things, and then I would add the tag here. So actions, manage tags, add edit tags. So if those are songs, I would put the band name in. So whatever the band is called, add the tag for that. And then, like you say, you could add tags for other things as well, but I prefer to create a set list in the playlists for an actual gig that I'm going to do. And then one last tip, if you go to the playlist, let's load the other one that we did. So playlist manager, the Vault gig, we'll load that. Because we've already set the tempos and we don't want to change them, we don't need this plus and minus and tempo thing. So if you tap and hold on the play button, you can turn off tempo. And if you want big buttons, you can turn that on. So now you've got giant play buttons and forward and backward buttons. So that's how I have my set list set up. So just to give you a quick example, if I go into the playlist manager, I'll have a Wishbone Ash. This is what I've been using on tour. So this is what it looks like. So some of these are clicks that I play to, which have percussion. And you'll see these little eye things. These are notes for me to remind me of certain things. So if you want to add a note to something, you can tap on the gear icon and then go to override note and turn that on. Tap on the notes icon. Starts with 4 bars of Vox. Done. And so you'll see this has got a red eye on it now. And if you tap this, you can view that note and you can change the size of the text here. And if you turn on override, that sets the size of the text for just this one. So you can resize the notes for the different things. And then to get rid of this, you tap there. So I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions.